Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to Where Wendy Creates. Today we are outside in my wonderful paradise, and we're going to do some tea staining and coffee dyeing. So what I have is a foldable table. I have a cup of hot water where I've thrown a few of the tea bags in. And I got myself some stickers, some copy paper, some legal pad paper, and more various copy paper that was out and about. So today we're going to go ahead and start tea staining. Take the tea that we have in the hot water, and I should have brought out a spoon, but we just want to go ahead and steep that tea, get it as dark as we would like. And we're going to pour some into our aluminum tray. So we get a nice dark color there. And we're going to start with a little sticker pad. And we want to go ahead and tea stain that so we can dip it in the water. See where it bubbles, it's going to be a little bit darker where it holds the water. And we want that because we want the different looks to it. Lighter, darker, different colorations. And we're just going to put those out on the table to dry, hoping that the sun comes out and we don't get rained out today. And you can microwave or pop these in the oven at a very low temperature to dry them, or simply lay them out in your bathtub. So there's our first 5 sheets, and you see how they're different thicknesses, so they're going to go ahead and darken in those different amounts. And then for some of our paper, we're going to take it, we're going to get a little more wrinkle in it because the wrinkle is going to hold more tea stain as well. And these pages, we can lay these out flat in a book, or we can simply put them under the iron once they're dry and iron them out. But see how, whoops, and I ripped that one. But see how the lines, the wrinkles are going to hold more of that tea and get a little bit darker. And you can do that to the notebook paper too. One great thing about notebook paper, especially the cheaper kind, is the blue and the pink bleed. And that's a really cool effect too, if we can get that to do. We don't need to water the whole thing, but give it a nice little appeal where it's going to have a lot of aging effect. Because that's what we're looking for, the aged effect with the tea. We can start using our mug to make different circles. When you do yours, you can bring out like 6 different mugs. When you take them out of the water, simply lay one of those mugs on it. I often dip it into the water and then put it on the paper. So you're going to get the different tea stains. And sometimes that's all you need. That's the only effect that you're looking for, is that that paper is aged and used. And then just let that dry. Another fun thing I like to do is just simply take the tea and splatter it on a page. So you get a nice spill look. And that tea, just like coffee, is going to stain that page, and you're going to see that aged look when it dries. So that's fun to do. You can also take a clean piece of paper and lay it down on top of another one that is laid out to dry, and you're going to get a different effect. So what we're looking for is aging. And when you age them, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just done all differently. And we can tear the sides of this before or after. I like to wait until I'm actually doing my project to tear it, because I'm not sure how I want that done. And again, just sprinkle that paper, lay it out, let it dry. So you see the different effects that just dripping the tea can have on it. So that's a real nice effect. And then again, just put a couple of coffee mugs on it. And lay those out to dry. So any aging a look is going to add a lot of dimension to your junk journals. And that's why I do it. I want the different looks, the different colors, the different textures, the different ages. I want that feel of it being old. So again, unless you're looking for a specific purpose for just 1 or 2 pages, I do several junk journals at the same time. So that's why I'm doing an entire stack of paper at the same time with varying amounts of tea stain on it so that they will dry and have that real nice aged appeal. And again, drips and splatters is sometimes all we need on a page. So just feel free to experiment and decide how you want yours to look. And again, those wrinkles hold the stain a little bit better, and that's a very neat feel. All right, so let me go ahead and move my tray here, and we're going to just lay out a few pages at the same time. We're going to take our tea that we've had setting into the tea, and we're going to pull it out and make some marks on our page so that it looks like this is aged. It's been there for quite some time. Some pages we want more circles than others. And those drips and drools are pretty cool too. So we're going to take a page and then we can simply drip a couple and we can roll those around the page to get differing effects as well. And again, maybe I got tea poured on this. I pick it up, I shook it, and that's what's left for my aged page that we're going to use in the junk journal. And I say junk journal, you can use this in the sticker book, the slam book, the diary, anything that you're doing. It's a nice way to add a little character to your pages. And that's that. We just keep playing. A little bit or a lot of bit of stain on our pages, whatever we want. Okay, my friends, so we're going to do a couple of more pages. I'm going to fold these sheets in half, so I think 2 or 3 rings on either side is going to be perfect, because again, I'm taking this page, folding it in half for my junk journal, so those rings are going to show through either side and have that tea appeal. Another way is I can stick my fingers into the mug and I can splatter it. And that just gives a nice little splatter appeal. And when I fold these sheets in half to use them, a lot of that splatter is going to come right through the page. So I'm going to have that beautiful appeal there. Another way that I can do is I can take a tea bag out of my cup and I can just make some drippings. And however we do those, again, the thicker that tea is, the darker that is going to leave as long as we let it dry laying down. Another way that we can do is with our tea bag, we can take some water or tea and we can take it just on the very top of that page, and then we're going to get rid of our tea bag and we're going to take this page and we're going to lift it up and we're going to give it some pours down the page as such. So again, we're just looking for everything to be different. We don't want everything being the same. And what we spill on the table, we can dry up with a page. So we just want each of these to be completely different. If you want to get really crazy on it, let's try this. We've got some tea in the bottom. Let's put my hand there and put a hand on. What do you think? Put your child's hand in the book. Now again, when we take this and we fold it in half, it's not going to look like a hand on the other side when we fold it in half. But you're going to definitely see that on this side, and that's going to add some more curiosity maybe to your junk journal that you might want to take advantage of. Okay, so what else can we do? Let's take these and we're going to push them back to the back of the table while we do just a couple of more to show you the different designs and details that you can have. I really like those splatters and those cup rings. Haven't we lived with those all of our life? All right, so let's... Okay, another fun thing to do is with Kool-Aid, you get different color stains. But for now, let's just make some more splats, shall we? Maybe a couple of pages, because I really like that effect. And when you splat, every single time it's going to be a little bit differently. Where when you sling it across like a spill, you've got different spill marks. And those are pretty cool. If we leave them flat, they'll dry like that. Or if we take it at the corner, we're going to have some beautiful runoffs. And we can lay that page in the water to get that on the other side as well. But isn't that beautiful? So again, pretty much ink blots, any way you want to stain the paper, it ages it. It gives it more character, gives it more questioning, gives it more thought. So go ahead and get out your tea, get out your coffee, play, make your papers fun. Make your papers fun. Look at that, a blank paper, 2 blank papers before we get to our stack. So let's go ahead and make a few more. Beautiful. What do you think? I love it. Okay, my friends, now I'm going to go ahead and get these dried off, and I can't wait to show you the next project where we're putting these into a junk journal. Have a great day, my friends. Bye-bye.